Testing. Testing.
We Gucci.
Okay, hello everyone. This is the fourth episode of the MNM podcast. I am the M, Iberbuki, and this is my other M, Rose.
Hello. It's been a quite a bit, huh?
Yes, has.
Yeah. We had to take a short break, getting back into school and junk, But now that my schedule has calmed down a little bit, we will definitely be getting back on track. So
Yes,
hopefully we will uh, continue to fuel our intrusive thoughts back into our podcasts, of course.
yes, I've been streaming on Tuesdays, dubbing them Tatum Tuesdays as replacement, but yeah, we'll see what happens in the future, but never say never.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. The last time we came together was actually in December?
I know
Yes.
it's been a long.
The last time we talked like this was actually in January.
Yeah.
We watched the Iron Claw movie,
Very
which
interesting movie. I had literally no idea what the plot was about until like maybe 10 minutes in.
it is honestly such a good movie. And I remember when the trailer first dropped, because I only saw the trailer, everyone on Twitter was like, do not tell anyone about the plot. And I've seen everyone on Twitter then send TikToks of people who are not wrestling fans watch the movie and just them tearing up. And I was like, yes, we're here for this.
It was a very interesting movie. I honestly thought it was going to be an old timey movie with the beginning part, and then they did like a whole 180 on me. So,
Yeah,
pretty good movie though, nonetheless. I thought it was pretty good.
pretty good movie. Um, as like a tragedy thing, yeah, it's a pretty tragic movie. I think as a wrestling fan, I've heard complaints because it's very obviously when you do a movie like this, there's always going to be historical inaccuracies. But I feel like they did go a little too fast in the movie, which I can't blame them. It was a 2-hour movie, so they had to. But like, there is obviously so much stuff that you get compacted in back to back to back to back. It's really hard to really focus. Like, the opening of the movie is, back in the 30s with Fritz, which they don't even go into how he was a Nazi heel in the territories, but they just kind of skimmed over that. Then we go into the 70s with Kevin, and I think it's Kevin David and Harry, and I think um no, it's Kevin, no, it's Kevin David and no, Mike, I think. I think that's Kevin. I think it's Kevin David Mike in the beginning, because you just start with the three brothers, and then Carrie comes back from the Olympics, which was sort of talked about, but basically Carrie was in the Olympics, and then what actually happened is that he did not actually get to participate in the Olympics, so he came back home, and Fritz convinced him to be a wrestler later on, and you could debate that Carrie would end up having the most successful career up until that point, which I thought, yeah, it really does skim a lot of um fat in this story. And if you really want a more in-depth version, there's obviously definitely a lot of wrestling documentaries out there, but the Dark Side of the Ring, Von Erich from I think season 3 of Dark Side of the Ring by Vice is the closest thing you'll get to like a full story with the Von Erich tragedy. Actually, I lied. It's season 1, episode 4, The Last of the Von Erichs by Vice. Oh, I don't want to play it. I just wanted to see it. Yeah. But other than that, it's a pretty good movie. I think there was a lot of stuff as a wrestling fan. It was deeper to see like the flair, the Harley races, the the other just integral characters of that story and other wrestlers that make their kind of cameos throughout the movie. So as a wrestling standpoint, it's a pretty alright movie. You could earn for more, but I feel like as a non-wrestling fan, it's a pretty good movie with Zac Efron as the main lead. And yeah, that's pretty much the thoughts on the movie. Yeah, that's a pretty good movie. Pretty tragic. I was fucking crying at the end, especially seeing the family reunite at the end of the movie. So it was pretty deep.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, it was pretty deep. Now, on to the New Year's. As after that, well, before that, we had New Year's, which I did stream on New Year's. I did do that. I went on VR chat. I'm probably gonna do another one soon. And then
VR.
Russell, yeah,
That's
VR chat.
crazy.
Yeah, VR chat. I did New Year's Evil while
Oh
sick.
wow.
So I was a little out of it. But yes, I did stream on VR chat. It's a VOD now on YouTube at Iberbuki. So if you want to watch that, go. I don't really care. Then Rust Kingdom happened and pretty good show. I liked it. I was up at 3 a.m. turning in my bed at the dawn of night, waiting to see graps happen, and I got good graps. I was pretty excited. I am mad that I lost half of my predictions. So now I did not get any good cards from the New Japan predictions of Wrestle Kingdom, but it's okay. I always fail those. Then we had New Year's Dash, which led to some very interesting matches we're gonna see tomorrow morning, which I will be up at 3 in the morning watching that, which has Brian Danielson versus Zack Sabre Jr. You have the War Dogs versus Will Ospreay's United Empire in a dog pound cage match. Basically, their version of War Games, which is going to be main eventing, and it's Osprey's last match as a member of New Japan. You have Okada's last match as a member of New Japan against Tanahashi, a good old rivalry. The Rainmaker Shop, I'm hyped for that. You got some in 6-person tags. You got 8-person tag with House of Torture. Shota Umino looks to challenge for the Never Openweight Championship. And you have I think, a junior heavyweight preview between Show and Desperado, which will be on the 22nd. And then we had the Royal Rumble, which was like 2 weeks ago, almost at the time of recording. I think it's 2 years ago. 2 years ago. No, I'm lying. 2 weeks ago. So you had, Cody finishing the story. You had Bailey winning the Rumble. And it was a pretty fun experience. I loved watching it with my friends. I watched it twice, back to back days, at the night of the Rumble and in the morning with some friends. Pretty all right show. February, we're getting closer to the day we call Valentine's Day on Wednesday. Now,
Oh yeah. Wednesday, huh?
yeah. So, Rose, who's your Valentine?
Uh, I got a couple in mind. A couple because I can't just choose one now. That's not what Valentine's Day is about. Clearly not. Um, with that in mind, that's probably why people think I'm you know, the S word. But we're not gonna get into that discourse right now.
Oh, yeah, no, that's for
That's
off
all
camera.
for another day. We're
Yeah.
just gonna, we're just gonna keep that in mind. But what about you, Burb? How has anyone been in your mind lately?
Yeah, I keep sending them messages on Instagram because my phone storage is depleting my phone. But yeah, they haven't really been responding. They've been laughing and using skull emojis, and they keep asking why I do it. And then I told them, and then they were like, okay. But yeah, I just been sending them my phone storage. But yeah, they haven't asked to be my Valentine yet, but we'll see.
Wow, such dedication for your phone storage. Is there a reason why you're doing that with your phone storage? By the way, are you just running out of space, or do you just need
Oh,
something better?
I was running through storage, but then I optimized my phone and it gave me good storage. So I'll see about how I'm gonna have to do thumbnails because when you do that, when you optimize your phone storage, iPhone decides, hey, we're gonna just ruin your PNGs and we're just gonna make them a
Mm.
white background. And so, and I obviously do it by phone because I like to travel and do thumbnails, but we'll see. I will probably make up some thumbnails as I go,
It's
but
not even that iPhone thing. They don't. They're not too good with backgrounds at all.
yeah. Um, other stuff that came up. Obviously I've been dropping a lot of content. I dropped the Kip Tay comic tier list 13 days ago, 2 weeks ago almost. I dropped the Tony Storm video. I'm expecting to do a Swerve DLC since that's coming out on Valentine's Day. I don't know if I'll even do that, but it is a possibility. I did drop a mashup of JPEG Mafia and Tomo-chan. And I did drop my last video, which was about Uno, which I won my game and then I never touched the game again.
Oh wow. Was it just that of thrill to you that you just didn't feel like touching it again?
I got robbed, so I stopped playing.
Oh wow. Okay. Sounds like Uno, which is probably what we're going to be achieving today. Am I right, guys? Someone's going to get robbed. Someone's going to get cheated.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but yeah, it
Is
ain't
that
gonna
what you
be
think?
me. Yeah, it ain't gonna be me
Mm.
though. I don't
Bold,
know.
bold words. That's all I'm going to say. Bold words.
Well, yeah, yeah, okay.
Mm. Okay.
Also, also in better news, I just pre-ordered 2K24 for Steam, and I got 2K23 with it for free. I'm him. I'm about to be cooking content. Graps is gonna be happening on this channel. Just you
Wasn't that like
wait.
$100?
What'd you say?
Wasn't that over $100?
Yeah, the deluxe edition,
Okay.
and I bought the deluxe edition.
Okay. I thought so. So like, is this really what you said you wanted? Like, is it everything you wanted for this year?
Well, not yet, but it was
Not
it
yet.
was yeah. I told you I want to get a better PC, but not right now. You give
Oh,
it a couple years. Um, but I am gonna be cooking on 24. They once on Friday they released a screenshot of Isla Dawn, and I was like, all right, I gotta pre-order the game, and I was sold, and I pre-ordered it today, and I get a free month of Peacock. So we're gonna be looking at the clock every single day on Peacock. So Graps is back. I'm ready, ready. Um, Dwayne Johnson's back, so we're not gonna see any more terrible movies. But he is thinking up the WWE and fans' minds. So I don't know, but I'm here for it. Um, yeah. How about you? How's been your January and early February?
huh. When I look back on it, bad. But nothing. Just I'd say it's bad in the way that if I told you the situation, it's bad. But
Yeah.
it's not bad where it's like controlling my life to the point where I don't know what to do. But aside from that, it's been fine. Nothing's. I'm. My life is not exciting as you would think. So it's been just
Um.
ordinary. Nothing new. Nothing different. I will. I'll let you know of the deets on the bad part though,
Okay.
because it's the big thing that I've been trying to keep under control for like a month now. So
Yeah. That's more off-camera stuff. Oh,
yeah.
also, we got to talk about it because it did happen while we were gone. Street Fighter, Avatar, your forger.
Oh my god, I don't want to talk about that. That was I was hyped for nothing. That ruined it for me.
Yeah. People thought it was gonna be an avatar skin for one of the actual characters, but no, it's avatar skin for you creative fighter, and everyone got mad. And I don't blame them because the avatar creation kind of looked kind of bad. So I would have liked, just like everyone else, to, if they just put skins for different fighters with the Spy Family characters. I think that would have been nice. But
And besides, you're and it's like Chun Li. Like, come on now. There's no way.
yeah, they did all that animation for just the Avatar skin. It's pretty funny when you think about it, but yeah, it's kind of sad. But I kind of expected it though
Wow.
because it. I mean, the way they announced it is like how they're gonna have a Avatar skin of Yor made for characters like Chum Li in like a
And then
month. Yeah,
for that,
and it wasn't even like you could have it for like you only was there for a limited amount of time, so that also probably also desensitized players.
but yeah, it takes advantage of FOMO, the fear of missing out.
Yeah, like a certain battle royale game.
Many, many certain battle royale games.
Not all, but there's a certain one. Which
Speaking of
I
battle royale, um, a little bit before we started the stream, it was a rumor that One Piece is now finally getting into Fortnite
no, shut up. No,
alongside
no, the
other.
real no 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 the real rumor here, Peacemaker is gonna be in Fortnite. Real Graps is back. I'm here for
And
it.
Robin
No one cares
here's
about Robin. No one cares about Robin. We're here for Peacemaker.
and He-Man. I actually do want He-Man in the game. I would love to play as He-Man.
Now, if we get
Like
He-Man, can we get the She-Ra collab? I'm just saying.
it better be the OG Shira. I don't want to play the. I don't want to play
I want.
Fortnite.
No,
I
no,
thought that's
no,
a
no. I wanna be playing as 80s Glimmer. Come on, no.
ooh 80s Glemma go crazy. She's just gonna be pasty white like all the other ones.
Yeah. White,
See,
muscly, and build for figures.
now see that's the issue. Do we want our actual like model characters, or are we gonna have the Netflix series? This is
Nah.
exactly why they didn't like think of Shira because she has her whole Netflix series. He-Man does not have that, which is why they're gonna do the original one.
Well, it was supposed to happen, and then it got canned. Don't forget that.
I forgot it got canned. That's kind of crazy.
Like a lot of stuff.
But you know Netflix,
Well,
anything
speaking of
good,
Netflix,
but they want
because
to be like Big Mouth for like 7 seasons. My favorite.
well, speaking of what's going to be near Big Mouth in 2025, WWE just signed a contract with Netflix to stream Monday Night Raw for 2025 onwards. So I might have to not go on the USA Network no more to watch wrestling. I'm so happy. I don't have to spend $9.99 for Netflix. I can just I'm about to do some, some watch wrestling. I'm just saying. Just saying. No, nothing I'm saying to the fans to do to not support wrestling, but I'm just saying I'm gonna go watch wrestling. Maybe on I'm gonna bake something. Maybe what other sites? Uh, we're gonna go on the pirate ship, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah. So much has happened in the past 2 days, 2 months, 2 days, week.
I was gonna
2024
say
is
just like wow.
yeah. And also, I just found out that Jimmy Carter is 99 years old and he can possibly be 100 years old in October, meaning that Jimmy Carter would be the first president to hit 100 years old. You know how crazy that is?
Now don't jinx it now.
Now, listen, I'm kind of jinxing it in a way.
You are definitely jinxing it. Like this is crazy to think about. I didn't even
Cause,
know he was
cause I,
99.
cause I said this when I saw it happen. Because I thought about it and I was like, man, this is gonna hit hard. It's gonna be the exact same thing like Betty White, where Betty White died in December, but her birthday was in January. She died in December of 2021. She was 99, and her birthday was in January of 2022. She died in December. And I was like, feel like that's gonna happen again. I'm sorry.
What? You
I
think he's
can
gonna die this September?
no, I'm saying he'll die before he October, where he'll be like 100 years old.
Oh wow.
But if he does, if Jimmy Carter gets to 100 years old, and I'll be wrong. I'll say you're my favorite World War II president.
Wow, that's what you're gonna do if you're wrong.
Yeah, I will say he's a little bit better than Dwight Eisenhower. I'm just saying.
Okay. What? That's just such a big stake at hand. Not like as if a president's gonna die or anything, but
I mean, how many presidents have died, Rose?
a lot of them.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like he would have the worst death ever. It's not like you ate some grapes and then you died as president. Zachary Taylor. But yeah. Yeah. I don't think that would be the worst president death ever. You know what I mean?
What would you think is the worst president death?
Um clearly eating a bunch of grapes and then dying. But Zachary Taylor. But
Wow.
I don't think it could get worse than getting shot in the back of the head.
Okay, that's ooh, wow. We're really going into the deep ones, huh?
Yeah, cause there's always cause that's the hierarchy of president does, right? You have the peak, and then you just have, dang, that happened, and then you have every president that just kind of died naturally. Like the peak is when Jefferson and what's his name? Jefferson, who's the second president? You know this.
The second president.
Yeah,
Oh
you
my
know the
god.
second president. Jefferson was
I
the
def-
third. Um,
Wasn't it like freaking John Adams, I think?
John Adams. It was John Adams and Thomas Jefferson. They died on the same day. Remember what Adams said? Jefferson lives. He died the same day. How do you not? That's peak death. Bro said, all right, Jefferson lives. Jefferson probably died hours before Adams did. Like, and they both died on July 4th. It can't get better than that in American president death, you know?
I forgot to say, I feel like there's a little bit too many James and Johns as presidents, just personally speaking.
What
I've heard like maybe three different James become president.
James Madison, James Polk. Who's the third James?
James Carter.
Jimmy Carter?
There's James.
James Carter. You listen, yeah, I mean, there has been some forgettable presidents. So
There's other
no,
ones too. What for
okay,
Johns?
okay, no, okay, okay. Just because his name was James, everyone calls him Jimmy. All right, so he's called Jimmy. All
Oh my
right,
god, it's the same thing. I don't know what you want me to
no,
say.
it's not.
What do you
No,
know? It's not.
no, it's not. People call him Jimmy Carter. No one calls him by his government name, James Earl Carter Jr. All right.
Okay, you just sound crazy. That was just no. Okay, you know what? You're done. Anyways,
What do you mean
my
I'm
point
done?
was
No, no,
that
no, no, no. So tell me one person who calls President Carter James Carter. They
me?
all
I
say
just said his name.
you're
James
nasty for that.
Carter.
No,
I'm nasty.
no, yeah, you're nasty. Who calls him
I'm
by his
nasty because I
government
used
name?
his name.
Everyone calls him Jimmy Carter. Every historian calls him Jimmy Carter or President Carter. No one calls him by his government name, James Earl Carter Jr.
It's still James, regardless whether you want to
No,
admit it or not.
I don't care. He's Jimmy to me.
To you, he's Jimmy. To the rest of the world, it's still going to be both Jimmy and James.
Bro, every person thinks he's Jimmy, bro. No one knows him as James. All right.
His parents knew him as James. They
Then
chose
why?
that name for him.
But then why is his nickname Jimmy? All right. And then that just stuck. Everyone calls him Jimmy. No one calls him James. All right.
Well, you tell me why nobody wants to call him James. What's wrong with the name James? You have like five other presidents called James.
I mean, Jimmy Carter just sounds better. I ain't gonna lie.
Well, blame that on his parents for not getting the actual name to be Jimmy.
Well, parents name their kids very different things. I can't. That's not the seed's fault
Uh-huh.
that they were named James Earl Carter Jr. All right.
Okay.
But yeah, we peaked at Jefferson. and Adams, and then you just have JFK, you have Lincoln, and then you just got the in between people that is like, yeah, they died like that. Like, there's a president that died of pneumonia. Like, damn,
Pneumonia, crazy.
yeah,
That's crazy to think about. Freaking Barack Obama was our 44th president.
yeah. And guess who? Our 45th.
Donald Trump.
Yeah,
Why did we just talk about it? He quite literally served no relevance to us in this context
whoa,
whatsoever.
whoa, whoa. We're not talking about presidents, and we still got a bunch of presidents in the future that will possibly know about growing up and just watching Skibbity Toilet. All right.
Ooh, I don't. Why? You don't have to talk about that. Not on this stream.
To my show, and I have a split. It's things I say and things you say. It's 50-50. All right.
And then you chose, and for your side, you chose to talk about that. Are you proud of
Yeah,
this?
I want to talk about presidents because that sounds
No,
fun. All right.
no, I'm not talking about the presidents. We both know that's not the hell I'm talking about. You chose to mention
Oh,
that.
that a future president will be a child right now watching Skippy Toilet. It's true.
That's what I. That's. Ooh, it's crazy that you think that they're gonna even have like the knowledge to actually be able to become said president in the future.
I mean,
Did you know the kids in our time are barely even able to like read in the fourth grade?
well, listen, people don't know anything. There are
Oh,
people that don't know fifth grade math, and I don't blame them. Math is hard, all right, but it's no excuse to not know how to add x to x squared, all right, to get
okay. To get what?
well, obviously, if you it's gonna be x plus x2.
Yeah,
Yeah, because they aren't like terms, so you can't add them.
yeah. So then, how would you make x into x squared
What do you mean?
and or squared? I meant to say you get rid of x squared to make it like terms.
You square root of it.
See, I don't remember doing my math, so I'm not too good on that either. But
All right, moving on. Back to presidents. All right.
we're not talking about the freaking presidents anymore.
Yes,
We're moving up.
yes, yeah. No, no, no.
What, are you trying to become a
Okay.
president?
No,
What's this obsessed?
because presidents. Because I remember being recommended a video when I was younger, and it was the last. Hope you've been recommended this before, but it was the last words said by presidents before they died, and I always just think it's very interesting about how like some presidents would just have like you just go through the list and it's like, yo, this guy was a president. It's kind of crazy. Like we go from James K. Polk to Zachary Taylor, and Zachary Taylor got quote unquote assassinated because he ate some grapes. I'm done. Like,
Wow, what a shocking revelation that you just had.
oh, literally. No, okay, I lied. It wasn't grapes. It was cherries and iced milk. And then he died of gastroenteritis or infectious diarrhea.
That I did not need to know that.
Well, you gotta learn your presidents, all right?
I gotta learn my presidents. I don't know how they died.
You have to, because then it led to President Fillmore, which was a guy who did nothing.
Did nothing.
He really did nothing.
Oh wow.
Okay, I lied because he also did that. Well, he only did one good thing. He passed the Compromise of 1850, which was during the Battle of Slavery. But other than that, bro did nothing, and his legacy is just remembered as, yeah, that's the guy who was racist.
That's sad. What a president.
And you know what I mean? You see, like, presidents have such a unique lore that I don't know. It's very interesting. I might have to do a president's tier list one day. Maybe when I'm older. Not now. But
Older? How old do you have to be?
see, when you're like in your 30s, life hits different where like you're now an adult and you just get you just become wise. When people become wise, right? It's not something that grows overnight. It doesn't grow when you're 13 to 18. It grows when you've hit your peak and it's just like, damn, that happened. Life just you just everything in your world just shifts. And that's what makes people wise. And that is why we have people like Paul Heyman being wise men for the world. Shout
Wow.
out Paulie, you broke son of a bitch in 99. But yeah, shout out Paulie. Anyways, I think that was a fun little chat. I think it's time to get our groove on and play some cards. You know what I mean?
Get our groove on. You mean need to get your groove on? You're over there having a time of your life talking about presidents.
I mean, that's kind of fire though. You can't lie.
No, it's
What do you
talking about
mean?
presidents. Fire.
Yes, it is.
Okay. And may I ask for why you think it's fire?
Because when you're a man, that is just the type of topics you learn about. Just like the Roman Empire, you know, you have the destruction of the American slavery and the American slave trade.
I need you to go back. You said when you're a man.
Yeah, you never heard of the joke about how men like to talk about the Roman Empire? The Roman
Quite literally,
Empire?
no.
Wow. You're missing out.
I'm missing out on the
Yeah.
Roman Empire. I think I'm okay. Thank
Yeah,
you.
you know what? I think we need to start at the Napoleon Wars. Because Napoleon was kind of going crazy.
Oh wow.
Right now I'm doing a class in modern history where right now we're in French during the Revolution. And we're going to be doing a role-playing game where we get to be the National Assembly and we get to either change history or make history the same. It's up to us. And that's
I,
going to be fire.
I literally had a class like that back in like I think it was like no, it was like 10th grade social
Yo,
studies.
you're old.
And, oh my god, do not say that to me. Oh my god. You're literally like 1 year below me. Do not do that to me.
No, you're old. Old head.
Yeah, that's why you better be 19 too. Be quiet.
Whoa, don't
Literally,
dox ages.
Cox ages. How old do you really think we sound?
We sound like this, obviously. Duh.
Yeah, you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh-huh. Oh yeah.
you're finished. You're done.
No, you're done. You're done.
Literally, it was like that in 10th grade for me, but it was bad because like the students that were chosen, I did not want to participate in that, so I was kind of like one of like the side people who were just watching. But the people that actually wanted to participate, they even came up with a cosplay costume, and it was so I don't even know how to describe it.
Oh,
It was not.
I could get extra credit for that if I dress up in costume.
Are you actually bringing in something?
Nope. You gotta talk. Where am I gonna get a French Revolution outfit in like 2 weeks?
Okay, you literally just got a game that was over $100. I know you have time to order a
The,
costume.
the deluxe edition of 2K. I went to Stop and Shop and got two Steam $50 gift cards. That was literally 40 minutes because I went and got food. So it was literally 40 minutes. And it didn't take me that long.
You
It
act like
was,
you can't just order on. Like, what's stopping you?
bro, because Amazon, right? They'll take
Mm-hmm.
forever. And I don't got Prime, all right? I'm a
You're not gonna
regular.
just look in the right spots. You'll be fine.
All right, if I go to Amazon right now, all right. French
Mm-hmm.
Revolution costume men.
Or women. We don't discriminate.
Yes, we do. Women had no rights in 17, what was it? 1791? Come on now. Or it's actually 1891 or something like that.
I literally said we, not them. Why are you trying to justify them by making it look like we?
Don't, because we're not gonna discriminate history, all right? We
And
gotta acknowledge.
um, we are definitely discriminating history. That's what the whole point of it is, to
No,
learn about it, and
no,
half of it is like discriminating.
yeah, and we've learned from it. We don't discriminate the history. We can criticize it, but we're not discriminating history.
What you just said is literally the same thing.
No, no, just you're seeing discrimination and criticizing is the same thing.
In this regard, yes, because it's history. We're literally gonna just learn from most of
But
it.
history is not a race.
That's not. I never said it was a race.
You're done. I'm setting up.
Never said it was a race.
Why you keep using discriminatory to be the? You could have said criticize. You could have said pick apart. You specifically said, "Oh, discriminate against history." That makes no sense.
Even that you literally you act like what I said was wrong. Discrimination is not the only thing with just race.